Hi viewers, how are you? This is Mr. S. Kishore Kumar, DAV Louis Vickard Bharati Vidya Mandir from AP Zone 2. Today we would like to discuss about triangles and its congruency and similarity of a triangles. So without wasting our time, let's have a glance. Here we were asked one question. Using these three line segments, we have to make one closed figure. So this is the result. So with the help of the three line segments, we have drawn one closed figure. So that is nothing but a triangle. So how can you give the definition? A triangle is a simple closed figure which has combining with three line segments. So that is called triangle. And you know the parts of a triangle. So point at which two segments are there, those are called vertex. We have a three vertices are there, A, B, C, and we have a three angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C, and we have three sides, AB, AC, and BC. Of course, angle notation you know very well in your lower sections. Angle A can be read as and written as angle BAC or CAB, of course, and angle C can be written as angle ACB or BCA. So these all are the fundamentals, you know that. Now here one illustration I would like to discuss with you. Here two gentlemen are there. I would like to introduce. He is Mr. Shiva and he is Mr. Kishore. They have their toys. At the moment of anger, they would like to destroy their toys. So Mr. Shiva has succeeded because he has a rectangular toy. When he applies small amount of force, the rectangular toy has damaged. Whereas he is trying to damage the triangular toy because he failure. What are the reasons? Here you have to identify. Here, if you observe, the tip of the figure is very sharpened, and the toy has designed with a triangular figure. So that is very very important. So the figures which are made up with the triangles has the more stable. I would like to say that is very very important point, because the stableness is there. That's what in the field of architecture the triangles has placed vital role. Here some are some examples, real life application in the field of architecture, how the triangles are useful. So here instead of rectangular shaped toys are not that much fit. So how will you go? So with the help of a triangles we can frame. See, if you observe these with the help of three triangles we have designed with the shape of a rectangular toys. And you just observe the bridges. The bridges has the capable to move in a heavy traffic vehicles to defense the gravity of the force, and they have to has the ability to bear the load of the traffic vehicles. So that's what most of the bridges are designed with the triangular shaped. And the next one, if you observe, if you look at the picture, you can easily identify this is the building. You just observe the roofs. So the first roof has only, it's the rectangular building, but it is the combination of rectangular as well as a triangle. So when the building in the rainy season or winter season, when the rainy droplets are what are that the smog of winter affected, the building will spoil. The durable of the building should be more and more. When you compare the two figures, the second one has the more and most durable, because when the droplets are coming down, or fog droplets are coming down, it has a slope. with the help of that direction it will coming down. So this is one of the most application used in the architecture construction. If you observe this illustration, you just observe that suppose if you are living in the 10th floor of the particular apartment, you haven't electrical facility, so with the help of a ladder if you want to go, it's not possible. You have to keep tireless efforts. But whereas if you have a steps or stairs like this, which is combining with the triangles, with designing with the triangles, you can easily move that. So these all are the applications, real application in the field of architecture. So my dear children, that our triangles has the most stable two-dimensional or three-dimensional figures. Of course, triangle is a 2D figure, but with the help of a triangle, you can make pyramids. You know that. So, the triangles has taken vital role in the field of a architecture. You could understand this slide, I hope. Yes, these all are the basics. You know that triangle is a closed figure which has combining with three line segments. Previously we have discussed and you have learnt in your previous classes. So the types of triangles according to the sides, we have a three types of triangles. According to angles, we have a three types of triangles. First of all, according to sides, you have equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and scalene triangle. If all the sides are equal, the triangle is said to be equilateral triangle. If opposite sides are equal and opposite angles will be equal, such type of triangle is isosceles. And scalene triangle, no two sides are equal in the scalene. That means no two sides mean all the three angles, sides and angles should not be equal. So that is called scalene triangle. With respect to the angles, we have three types of triangles. The first one is acute. Acute means 90 degrees below, you all know. So if you observe any angle, the three angles should not be cross 90 degrees. All are below 90. And in a right angle triangle, one angle should be 90 degrees. In obtuse triangle, one angle should be above 90 degrees. That is called obtuse. So in these two triangles, we have one question. What is the question? Can you construct a triangle with two right angles? It's not possible according to the angle sum property. And one more question. Can you construct with two obtuse angles, can you construct a triangle? That is also not possible as per the angle sum property. Yes, now the topic is mostly focused on congruence and similarity of a triangle. What is congruence and what is similarity? You will come to know with next slides. Here you just observe that here one triangle is there, another triangle, three triangles are there. When you compare, these two are similar or these two are congruent? Here so many questions. What is similar and what is congruent? Yes, you just observe. Here is the time for the congruence. We say that two triangles are congruent if they have the same shape and the same size. Here two pictures are the replicas or duplicates. When you keep one on another, it should be overlapping. It's called, it is very, 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 very similarity. It has an equal and it is called the congruency. What I have given definition, we say that two figures, of course not only triangles, we say that two figures are congruent if they have the same shape. It has a square, it has a square shape and the same size, the measurements also equal. And here you just see that these two are equal size and equal shape. So that is called congruency. Once again, I would like to explain you what is congruency. The two figures are said to be congruent if they have the same shape and same size. Here little bit exercise is there. What is congruent? So here if you observe the first one, these two, if you observe the two, when at a glance you can say that the two are not congruent because they have different shapes. The question number 2, here if you observe, the two are the same shape but different sizes. That's what it's not a congruent. It's the time for third question. If you observe these two, yes, the two are the same shape and same size. That's what the two are congruent figures. I hope you could understand very clearly what is congruency of a figure. Here it's the part of a congruence of a triangles you have studied earlier classes in 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a four criterias are there: SSS criterion, ASA criterion, SAS criterion, and RHS criterion. So no need to explain now. I hope you have that basic knowledge. Yes, coming to the similarity. Yes, in 10th class, the similarity is the main topic you have to learn. Before knowing the similarity, you have to know the congruency. It's a slight difference is there. So, what is the slight difference? In congruency, the figures should be same size and same shape. Whereas in similarity, the figures are similar if they have the same shape but different sizes. If you observe, every figure has different sizes, but the shapes are equal. All are look like same, but in terms of size, those all are the different. In triangles also, here you just observe, in terms of shape, those are equal, but in terms of size, those are not equal. So that's what, once again, I would like to say. We say that two figures are similar if they have same shape and different, same shape but different in size. I hope you could understand. Yeah, for getting more clarification, here the small exercise is given. If you observe these two triangles, if you observe that yes, they have a same shape but different sizes, that's what it's the similar. And if you observe the two figures, the two are different in shape but different in size, but they are in the same shape, so this is also similar. So similar symbol is this. This is the similar symbol. Already you know what is congruency symbol. This is the congruency symbol, whereas this is the similar symbol. Yes. In congruency, the top one. Yes. So whereas if you observe the third one, these two are, if you observe that the two are in the same shape as well as the same size. So these two figures are congruent as well as a similar. I hope you could understand. These two are similar. These two are similar. These two are similar, but these two are the third one. These two are similar as well as a congruent. Yeah. I hope you could understand. So for identifying similar or not, what kind of properties the two triangles must have. So that is very important. So here consider ABC triangle as well as PQR. Yes, here consider two triangles ABC as well as PQR. If you observe that the first property is corresponding sides are in proportion. So what are the corresponding sides here? You just observe AB and PQ, and BC and QR, AC and PR. These all are the corresponding sides you have learnt in a congruency. But proportion mean what? What is proportion? Proportion is nothing but the ratio. So AB by PQ equals to BC by QR equals to AC by PR. How did I write? Very simple. AB by PQ over BC by QR, AC by PR. So the three values should be equal. So that's what it is, very very important property. Corresponding sides in proportion should be equal. The ratio of all three pairs of corresponding sides will be equal. This is very very important. In terms of angles, angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R. I hope you could understand. You will get more clarity on the in this slide. Just see that the two triangles are said to be similar when the corresponding sides in proportion, like AB by PQ and BC by QR and CA by RP or AC by PR, your wish. So what is the first important property? Corresponding sides in proportion are equal. The corresponding sides in proportion should be equal. Next, the corresponding angles. The corresponding angles mean what? Suppose if A equal to 40, P should be 40 degrees. If angle B equal to 60, angle Q should be 60 degrees. If angle C equal to 80, angle R must be 80 degrees. So corresponding angles should be equal. These two are very very important properties. So when you, in terms of similarity triangles, according to sides, the corresponding side should be proportion and all the three ratios should be equal. Here equal, equal, you just observe that. And corresponding angles should be equal. So these two properties are very very important. Yeah, types of similarity. We have different types of similarities, like congruency. AAA similarity is there, SSS similarity is there, and SAS similarity also there. We will come to know in coming slides. Here, before entering into similarity, so you just observe one thing. Here you should have one doubt. What doubt you will get in your mind? In first case, you just observe that here we have three measurements, 3 centimeters, 5 centimeters and 7 centimeters we have constructed, and here also one more construction of a triangle with 3, 5, 7. So we can say that it's a congruency. 1 and 2, here two triangles are there, one is congruent to 2, we can say that. Whereas here is one more question. Here we are applicable, it is applicable SSS property for the congruency as well as a similarity also. Whereas AAA property is there. AAA is applicable only in similarity, but it is not applicable in congruency. Why? Here is one illustration. Here Mr. Karthik is there and Veda also there. Here they have constructed two triangles with different measurement angles. They have taken 45, 90 and 45. The same measurements Veda has taken 45 degrees, 90 degrees and 45 degrees. But comparative Mr. Karthik, Veda has constructed bigger. So we can say, but the angles are equal, 45, 45, 90, 90 and 45, 45, if you observe that. But the thing is, it is a little bit slightly different in terms of size, but the angles are equal. That's what, according to the definition of a congruency, the size must be equal as well as the shape must be equal. But these two triangles, if you observe that, the shape is equal but not in size. So it is a similarity but not a congruency. I hope you could understand the main difference between similarity as well as a congruence. Yes, SSS similarity. You just see that. Consider ABC triangle and PQR triangle. In ABC triangle, it is constructing with AB equal to 2, BC equal to 3, AC equal to 4. Here PQ equal to 6 centimeters and QR equal to 9 centimeters and PR equal to 12. So as per the definition, the corresponding sides should be proportion. The three ratios should be equal. The first one, AB by PQ. So 2 centimeters or 2 units by 6 units, we got 1 by 3. And the next one, BC by QR. So 3 by 9. So 1 by 3. And here the next one is AC by PR. AC equal to 4 units and PR equal to 12 units. You know that 4 ones are 4 threes are 1 by 3. If you observe that this is 1 by 3, this is 1 by 3, this is 1 by 3. So here the proportion of the corresponding sides, the proportion of the three corresponding sides are equal. So you can say that there is no doubt at all triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. This is the case of SSS property. I hope you could understand. Yes, simply you can say that triangle ABC and PQR is said to be similar when AB by PQ equals to BC by QR equal to AC by PR. Then the two triangles are said to be similar with under SSS criterion. Yes, the next one is AAA criterion. So angle, angle, angle. Already we have discussed this. This property is applicable in similarity. It is not applicable in congruency. I have given illustration also. So here, for applying AAA similarity, what kind of measurements you need? Angle A must be angle P. Angle B must equal to angle Q. Angle C should be similar to angle R. If angle A is congruent to angle P, angle B is congruent to angle Q, angle C is congruent to angle R, then triangle ABC and PQR are said to be similar triangles under AAA criterion. I hope you could understand this property. And this is very one more important, it's the part of a AA criterion. In similarity you have a only AA condition. What is AA condition? Here triangle ABC is the consider triangle ABC and triangle DEF. In triangle ABC we have angle A equal to 50 degrees, angle B equal to 70 degrees, whereas angle D equal to 50 and angle E equals to 70. So corresponding angles are equal. Angle A equals to angle D, angle B equal to angle E. So here no need to take the third angle because we know angle sum property. What is angle sum property? In any triangle, sum of all the angles equal to 180 degrees. So we know that angle A plus angle B is 50 plus 70, 120, must be 120 plus angle C equal to 180 and angle C should be 60 degrees. So here you have a 60 degrees. Automatically similarly angle F also should be 60 degrees as per the angle sum property. So in AAA similarity, if in any triangle the corresponding angles, two sets are equal, automatically the triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Once again I would like to explain. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF in terms of AAA, but no need to go for third angle. You just go with two angles. So here angle A is congruent to angle D because the both are 50-50, and angle B equal to angle 70 because the two are equal. But no need to go for whether the third angles are equal or not. In a triangle, when the two corresponding angles are equal, automatically third angle should be equal. It's the common sense. We are using the angle sum property. So this is the condition, AA condition for the similarity. I hope you could understand clearly. Thank you. Thank you very much. In next class, we will discuss about more and more facts about the similarity of a triangles. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you very much.